Fanatics Fest is the real deal experience. Oh my God, Jake Paul, the kids love him. And then you have the legend Mike Tyson.
I got Jake Paul knocking him out.
I love Mike Tyson. He's got
Iron Mike Tyson.
When are you ready? What?
And we've had an accidental headbutt. I heard
Jake Paul seems pretty relaxed.
Okay, because I'm like, you can't run in this.
I don't want any more of this.
The Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul showdown you've all been waiting for finally took place on November 7th at AT&T Stadium. Now, before you roll your eyes and shout, wasn't it supposed to be on the 15th? Let me fill you in. When Netflix is involved, expect the unexpected. They treated this fight like one of their scripted drama series, keeping us all in suspense until the very end. So yes, the fight already happened, and we've got all the inside details on every punch, every stumble, and of course, the jaw-dropping outcome. And trust me, it's a shocker, not the fairy tale some of you were hoping for.
And we've had an accidental headbutt. I heard
Jake Paul seems pretty relaxed.
Okay, because I'm like, you can't run in this.
I don't want any more of this.
Trust me, you're going to want to stick around for this because we're spilling the tea before the world even gets to see it live. And we all know Jake Paul knows how to make a scene. No question about it. When he called out Mike Tyson, he didn't just throw down a casual challenge. He cranked up the drama to levels that would make reality TV producers green with envy. Jake didn't simply invite Tyson for a sparring session. He launched a full-blown social media assault, convincing his millions of devoted fans, because let's face it, the guy is a content machine, that he could actually take down one of the most dangerous heavyweight champions the world has ever known.
You took it. I knew I hit you with a good shot. You took it. You took it. I respect that.
While Jake was busy flooding our feeds with relentless self-promotion, Tyson's camp was quietly telling a very different story. It wasn't the usual he's training hard fluff either. No, these were the kinds of stories that could send shivers down your spine. At 58, Tyson was training with the intensity of a man half his age, and every rumor about his preparation made Jake's confidence start to look more like delusion. They said Tyson was moving like he hadn't missed a beat, as if he was rewinding the clock, a beast gearing up for one last legendary hunt. There was an eerie, quiet confidence surrounding him, the kind that seasoned fighters not only recognized, but respected or feared.
Chairman John Carvelli, Executive Officer Andy Foster. The World Boxing Council, President Mauricio Suleiman, has assigned 3 former world champions.
Then, there was the sheer contrast between them. If this fight was supposed to be David versus Goliath, it sure felt like someone got the casting all wrong. Jake had youth on his side. He was faster, probably more agile, and hadn't taken the years of punishment that Tyson had. But Tyson's power? That was a different beast altogether. It was the kind of force that left even the toughest fighters quaking. When Mike Tyson made his entrance, it wasn't just a walkout. It was a moment that commanded every single pair of eyes. It felt like the universe had paused to witness greatness. Tyson didn't stroll in. He arrived, and you could feel it deep in your bones. The crowd erupted into a roar so deafening, it seemed like the arena might collapse under the weight of pure admiration and awe. This wasn't just any night. It was Mike Tyson stepping into the spotlight again. For a split second, time bent backward to his glory days. The fan energy was wild, like a chaotic hurricane of emotions. You had people in the stands who'd watched Tyson obliterate the heavyweight division back in the late 80s and early 90s, reliving those iconic moments. Then you had the millennials who had only heard tales of Iron Mike's reign of terror, about to find out firsthand how real those stories were. And of course, there were Jake Paul's superfans, showing up with social media-fueled hopes that their hero might just pull off another miracle. But let's be real, many of them were probably just there to witness the madness unfold, because seeing Tyson live, even at 58, was something you didn't miss.
In his young campaign to the squared circle, the popular media sensation and the undefeated boxer known as Jake Paul!
The baddest.
The celebrity presence was like an award show for adrenaline junkies. LeBron James looked half excited, half wondering what Jake was thinking. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson was clearly pumped up, ready to witness Tyson back in the ring. Then, there were the influencers, TikTok stars, and YouTubers all there to cheer on Jake. creating a bizarre clash of old-school boxing royalty and new-age internet fame. It was a strange mix, but somehow it made perfect sense. Jake's fans genuinely believed he could shock the world, but if you looked closely, you could see that some weren't entirely convinced. The nervous glances and forced excitement told a different story, like they knew this was way outside Jake's usual YouTube challenge zone.
And we've had an accidental headbutt. I heard
Jake Paul seems pretty relaxed, huh?
Okay, because I'm like, you can't run in this.
I know what.
But then, things took a turn. When Tyson started warming up, what had been an atmosphere of excitement and spectacle quickly turned dangerously real. Tyson's shadow boxing wasn't just a warm-up, it was a chilling reminder of the terror he once unleashed. Every move was precise, powerful, and terrifyingly sharp. The laughter died down, replaced by an eerie silence. Suddenly, the jokes about Tyson's age weren't funny anymore. Jake's fans exchanged nervous glances. Tyson wasn't here to be a nostalgic figure or a relic of boxing's past. He was here to do what he had always done best: dismantle his white opponent. When the bell rang, Tyson charged forward with an aggression that seemed to defy the laws of aging. His peekaboo style was on full display, slipping Jake's punches with a terrifying fluidity. Every jab Jake threw was countered with ease, and it became clear: Tyson wasn't here to play. Jake's reach, which had helped him in previous fights, was suddenly useless.
Mike Tyson
is out there fighting right now.
Yeah.
You still got it?
Well, there's a double, triple jab with Mike Tyson.
He does.
Referee encouraging them. Two legends.
Must be a round.
Possible task. The referee will have to really be on the...
Tyson closed the distance effortlessly, getting right in Jake's face and unloading shots that made you wince just watching. Jake's punches didn't just miss, they looked clumsy, like a high schooler trying to box a seasoned champion. Even Tyson's harshest critics had to admit this was boxing at its finest.
Get a read on the guy. This up. Grandma, they out there fighting again.
Battered him with the right hand to the...
Absolutely.
Mike Tyson picking off liver and upstairs with that...
Jake lay sprawled on the canvas, a crumpled reminder of the vast divide between true boxing greatness and social media hype. The camera zoomed in, capturing the moment that would haunt Jake forever, laid out, humbled, and utterly defeated by a man twice his age, but still twice as dangerous. For Tyson, this wasn't just a victory, it was a statement. He wasn't some washed-up fighter chasing a quick payday. He was still Mike Tyson, a name that commands both fear and respect. Standing over Jake's defeated form, Tyson reminded the world that real greatness doesn't fade. In an era where hype and social media often overshadow true skill, Tyson proved what boxing is truly about: power, precision, and raw, unfiltered talent, qualities no influencer could ever hope to match.